Hello everyone, and thank you for joining our webinar today. My name is Olivia Thompson, and I'm part of the marketing team here at SmartThing. For those new to us, we've been a trusted Blackbaud partner since before 2009. Our mission is to create affordable add-ons and integrations that streamline your work and automate daily tasks. We're dedicated to making things more secure, efficient, and cost-effective for non-profits. With over 20 years of experience supporting non-profits and working with Blackbaud products, we're proud to serve thousands of organizations globally. This extensive experience has shown us the need for practical, transparent, and affordable solutions that connect your systems seamlessly. That's exactly why SmartThing exists. Today, we're diving deep into the world of data imports with Blackbaud Razor's Edge NXT. Let's take a look at what we'll be covering. First, we'll discuss the common challenges that manual data imports present and why they might be holding your organization back. Then I'll introduce our solution, SmartIMPORT, and we'll go over its key features and how it stands apart from traditional tools. We'll then jump into a live demo with a step-by-step video demonstration to show you SmartIMPORT in action. After that, you'll discover the real, tangible improvements you'll gain from using the tool. Finally, we'll wrap up with a Q&A session to answer your questions. We often hear from non-profits, our data import process is a huge drain on our time and resources. The truth is, manual data entry and outdated import methods create significant headaches. One of the biggest issues is the amount of wasted time and manual effort. Staff are spending hours on repetitive manual data entry tasks instead of focusing on strategic work and engaging with supporters. This manual process also leads to a high risk of data inaccuracy and errors. Without built-in validation and cleaning, you end up with errors, duplicates, and fragmented data that compromise your database integrity. Another challenge is the dependency on technical staff. Traditional import tools often have a steep learning curve, meaning only a few people can handle imports. What happens if they're unavailable? This also contributes to slow and untimely updates, meaning your data isn't always current, which can lead to missed opportunities. And if you're using outdated plugins or tools with limited Blackbaud integration, you're missing out on superior future-proof alternatives. These issues prevent your team from making effective decisions and maintaining a clean, accurate database. This is where SmartIMPORT comes in. It's the ultimate low-cost data import solution for not-for-profits using Blackbaud Razor's Edge or Blackbaud CRM. Its simple interface allows for effortless imports, efficient processing, and robust data validation, enabling organizations to save time and reduce manual effort. SmartIMPORT is a powerful and easy-to-use tool that helps you quickly and accurately import data from a wide range of sources. With over 20 years of experience, SmartThing built SmartIMPORT as a modern API-driven tool that provides a seamless import solution and future-proof functionality, unlike traditional plugins. This API-driven architecture offers greater reliability, flexibility, and future-proofing. It also maintains superior security and affordability. Our platform is secure and compliant with regional servers and ISO-certified security standards. SmartIMPORT is not a standalone tool. It's a core application on the SmartSYNC platform, our single hub to provide all the tools you need. We designed SmartSYNC to help you integrate, automate, and import your data. Think of it as a central hub where you can manage all your integrations and automations in one place. This platform approach allows for seamless, real-time data syncs that you just set and forget. Crucially, our pricing is straightforward and affordable with transparent, low-cost yearly plans. You can opt for a plan specifically for your import needs or leverage SmartSYNC as a central integration hub with our flexible plans, including single solution pricing, as well as 3 and multi-solution bundles. Let's take a look at the key features and simple workflow that makes SmartIMPORT so powerful and easy to use. The process starts with a simple setup. First, you connect to your Blackbaud environment through the Blackbaud Marketplace. Then you prepare your data, which can come from sources like Excel, CSV, SharePoint, and Google Drive. Our self-service drag-and-drop interface allows anyone to import data. Once you've uploaded your data, you can choose one of 3 import modes: to add and update records, only add new records, or only update existing records. Then you can map your spreadsheet columns to your Razor's Edge data fields. You simply drag fields from your spreadsheet like first name and last name into the correct destination fields. A critical step here is data transformation and cleaning. SmartIMPORT automatically validates your data and applies duplicate protection checks during import to ensure your database is up to date and error-free. For example, you can apply transformations to check the validity of an email address or format phone numbers based on the region. Once you execute the import, you can monitor the progress of each data row in the logs area and manage any failures directly. You can view the details of failed rows, edit the data, and retry the import. The system even offers email notifications for failed imports. Before we jump into the demo, I want to touch on a key difference that makes SmartIMPORT a truly future-proof solution. We've talked about our seamless integration with Blackbaud, and the reason it's so reliable is its architecture. Unlike traditional plugins such as Importomatic and Importacular, which are tied to the older database view of Razor's Edge, SmartIMPORT is a modern API-driven tool. So what does that mean for you? You get future-proof functionality. The API is a stable, reliable connection point that Blackbaud maintains for its modern cloud platform, Razor's Edge NXT. As NXT evolves, our API connection evolves with it, ensuring seamless integration and reliability. Because it's not a plugin, it doesn't depend on a local installation or client. It just works seamlessly behind the scenes, offering greater reliability and flexibility. What's more, our API connection maintains superior security. We use regional servers and ISO-certified security standards to keep your data safe. Also available on the SmartSYNC platform are many dedicated pre-built integrations for specific commonly used applications like MailChimp, Eventbrite, and Stripe. These are available off the shelf with very little setup. These pre-built integrations use APIs which allow for dynamic real-time automated syncing, meaning your data is kept current 24/7 for operational efficiency. You and your colleagues do not need to manually start and action the integration. You can still import files. SmartIMPORT allows you to import file data into SmartSYNC. It can also source data from SFTP, Google Drive, and SharePoint to automatically import data from files that you may receive from other sources, which allows for semi-automation of the process, like web server form submissions. I've explained what SmartIMPORT does, but now let's take a look at a short demo video so you can see it in action.
Welcome to our demo video, SmartIMPORT for Blackbaud Razor's Edge NXT. This demo shows how we can take information submitted from a spreadsheet and pass it into Razor's Edge. SmartIMPORT sits on the SmartSYNC platform as one of its many applications. To start, you must connect SmartSYNC to your Blackbaud Razor's Edge NXT environment in their marketplace. To do this, someone with the right to connect apps must visit the Blackbaud marketplace. Search for SmartSYNC and connect the app by clicking the button on the left. We also supply a direct link to this page in our onboarding emails, so you can use that instead to take you directly to the correct place on the marketplace. Let's start by going to SmartSYNC. You will start by going to the data area of SmartSYNC. Within that, you'd click New Spreadsheet and enter the name of the data, such as Sample Data File. You will need to create a version of your data file that only has the header row. This is quite simple in Excel. Load the file, delete all the data rows, and then save it under a new name. You can then select that file and upload it to SmartSYNC. Alternatively, you can upload the whole data file and then click the Clear button within SmartSYNC. Now we go to the SmartSYNC homepage and the Applications tab. Click Create a New Application and select SmartIMPORT for Razor's Edge. Here we've already connected our Blackbaud environment, but you might need to do that. To do that, click Add New, and then once you have gone through the process, select your environment in the drop-down. Select your data file and then continue. Loading all the Razor's Edge data fields and tables will take a while. Once complete, though, you can see on the right that we've got the spreadsheet columns. These are from our sample data file, and we can see various fields here. The first step in the import is to find our records. This is a constituent import, so we need to find the right constituent record to update. Before that, though, we need to select the import mode. We can either add and update records, only add new records, or only update records. In this case, I want to update and add new records. I'm going to use my incoming contact's ID to search to see if the record is already on the database. The contact ID column will have the constituent ID for the constituent. If it's blank or if it's not found, it will then use some additional searches. There's a built-in duplicate search feature in Razor's Edge. We can use that here, and I will put in the default certainty of 90%, as we have found this works well. I will also get it to do other searches though, should it not have found a match yet. We can choose from over 25 additional searches. For example, let's do name and email address, which includes looking at nicknames, former names, and aliases. So this will now look for the record using the contact ID. It'll then use a Blackbaud duplicate record search to see if it can find it, and then it will also do an advanced search by name and email. To make that work, we need to tell it what the fields are that it's using for those searches. Let's drag in the first name, last name, email address, and phone number from our spreadsheet columns. That's probably all we want there. We can pre-process the incoming information in your spreadsheet to ensure your data is valid. So let's click the cog next to each of these fields. This allows us to do some processing. If I click on the email, I can do a transformation to check that it's a valid email address. If it's not valid, that data item will be made blank. You can also check phone numbers, so again, we click the cog and use the phone transformation. Now that we have done that, we can get on with mapping data. You might find that when you get to this step, there are more options now, as we are always adding more. Anyway, this is where you're mapping your data into Razor's Edge. So let's start by dragging our columns into fields, starting with first name and last name. By the way, these green icons on the spreadsheet columns mean they have transformations on them. Just a visual check so you can easily see that. Let's also map the contact ID. Maybe we want to import that. If we don't put a value there, Razor's Edge will allocate a default one, but we can also specify it. So that's first name, last name, and contact ID mapped. To enter the email address, we need to go to the Emails tab. First, we need to choose how many emails we want to import. You can import as many as you like. It fetched the email types from Razor's Edge so we could select them too. Now we can import the phone number. Let's say it's a home one. The default phone region is useful here as the system will format the phone number to match. You should select the region that aligns with your Razor's Edge. At this point, we could also bring in other data such as gifts, actions, gift aid declarations, etc. There is also the option to add some custom processing, which opens up hundreds of other features on the SmartSYNC platform, allowing you to do a little more than the standard import tasks. But we have already configured the import, so we will save it. You can see it on the home page of SmartSYNC under Applications and edit it again by clicking on the SmartIMPORT title. If we go to the Data tab, we've got our sample data file. We would paste our data in here to get the import process to work. So I have my data file somewhere in the background. Let me just copy it. So I now paste my data in to start the import. You can see 5 data rows there. Let's click on the spreadsheet to see the current data. Once the rows have been processed, this sheet will be empty again. One of the nice features of SmartIMPORT, though, is that data is not lost. You can see the history within the spreadsheet. Clicking the history icon will show you all the rows of data processed in the past. You can see the progress of your SmartIMPORT within the logs area of SmartSYNC. Each row will generate a log showing how the data passed through and into Razor's Edge. If there are any failures, the system will email you and they will show up as failed in the logs. With failed logs, you can view the details of the log and then edit the data. The first row of the log will show the columns and data fetched from your spreadsheet. You can edit that data, click Save, and then click the Retry Flow button to try to import that row of data again. Thank you for your time today. We have quickly demonstrated how SmartIMPORT can be used to import information into your database. Book a call with our team to learn more.
As we mentioned in the video, we're constantly adding new features to our import and integration tools. Specifically, we've added powerful new features to SmartIMPORT to make your data management even more efficient. You can now bring in a richer picture of your constituents with support for constituent codes, multiple addresses, and names and consent. We've also made it easier to track your unique data with constituent and gift custom fields, plus the ability to import constituent and gift notes directly. For those managing gifts and memberships, SmartIMPORT now offers tribute gift support and a dedicated membership import option. These enhancements are all designed to save you time and streamline your data workflows. So we've seen SmartIMPORT in action. Now let's talk about the real impact this has on your organization. What does drag, drop, and done truly mean for your team? First, it means unlocked productivity. By getting rid of hours of manual data entry, your staff can shift their focus from tedious tasks to meaningful work, like engaging donors and planning campaigns. It's a game changer for your team's efficiency. Second, you gain unshakable data confidence. built-in data validation and duplicate protection we saw in the demo ensures that every record is clean and accurate. No more manual data cleaning, just reliable data you can trust for every decision. Third, it empowers a team of data heroes. With a user-friendly drag-and-drop interface, your import process is no longer a bottleneck. Now anyone on your team can confidently handle imports, freeing up your IT staff for more strategic work. Finally, SmartIMPORT is a secure and compliant investment that's built to last. Its API-driven architecture ensures seamless integration with Blackbaud Razor's Edge NXT and offers greater reliability than old plugins. Plus, with our ISO certifications and regional servers, you can be sure your data is always safe. You might be wondering how SmartIMPORT compares to other solutions like Importomatic or Importacular. We've already looked at the advantages of API solutions over plugins. In addition, SmartIMPORT is a low-cost solution that doesn't require any technical expertise. It's available through our SmartSYNC platform, which, as I mentioned earlier, provides a full service hub to centralize all your integration, automation, and import needs. You might start with SmartIMPORT and add on other solutions as needed. If you do decide to add on additional SmartSYNC solutions in the future, we also offer dedicated server options for clients with high usage or complex needs, which can significantly help with IT security reviews. Remember, SmartIMPORT is API-driven, not a plugin, offers greater flexibility, reliability, and affordability while maintaining superior security. We're not aware of any other partners who have the same level of ISO security attestation as SmartSync. What does this look like in real life? One of our London hospice clients uses Blackbaud Razor's Edge NXT as its constituent management database. Their team has a drive to understand their donors through data. To facilitate this, they need to centralize data in Razor's Edge from many sources. They have self-built 8 different import solutions using SmartIMPORT, including MuchLoved and JustGiving, providing tailored solutions for each. Our team has always been on hand to help as required with advice and even developing new features when needed. It's not just our North London hospice client. We're trusted by non-profit organizations around the world, and they're making a real difference every day using our SmartSYNC integrations and tools. And as you can see here, they have great things to say about our SmartSYNC integrations. And that about wraps up things for this part of the webinar. Thank you for watching. We've highlighted the key benefits of using SmartIMPORT for your Blackbaud data imports, and I hope you now have a clear understanding of how our solution can streamline your data and make real improvements to your work. If you're ready to see SmartIMPORT in action with your data, you can book a personalized demo on our website or email us at support@smartsync.org. And if you want to find out more about our other integrations, please do check out our other webinars in this series. Thanks again for watching, and now back to Blackbaud for the Q&A.